This is the next topic of the corporate financial management under the unit 4th, dividend allowance. In this lecture we will discuss the types of dividend policies. As per our last lecture, in the last lecture we have discussed what are the dividends and how the dividends are distributed among the shareholders, and how the categories of dividends are to be made, and what are the practices in different companies which are adopted by the board of directors. So in this particular lecture we discuss the types of dividend policies. After learning or watching this video, you would be able to answer the different kinds of questions which are mentioned by me in this slide. These are what is dividend policy, what the dividend policies are, why the dividend policies are made, and why do the different organizations retain some part of earnings instead of paying this part of earning among the shareholders. How the every dividend policy is unique from the other one, and why do companies choose irregular dividend policy, and so. Next, dividend policy determines the division of earnings between payments of it to the shareholders and retained earnings. Basically, whatever the earning is there with the company, so company has to take a decision how much the part of it is to be retained as earning and how much the part of it is to be paid for the shareholders. Okay, as for Western Bengals. Next, the dividend policy involves the decisions whether to retain earnings for capital investment and other purposes, or to distribute earnings in forms of dividend among shareholders, or to retain some earnings and to distribute the remaining earnings to shareholders, and so. Okay, so basically there are 4 types of dividend policies, and these dividend policies are known with name of regular dividend policy, stable dividend policy, irregular dividend policy, and no dividend policy. Under the regular dividend policy, we just need to understand what the regular dividend means, or what the meaning of regular dividend means. What the meaning of regular dividend is. Dividend policy, the investor gets dividend as usual rate and at right time, is basically called regular dividend policy. Here the investors are generally retired person or belong to a very weaker section, maybe sometimes, of the society, who wants to get regular incomes. Okay, so this type of dividend payment can be maintained only if the company has regular earning. If the company is not having a regular earning, then it will be not possible to distribute the dividend regularly. Next, what the merits of regular dividend policy? There may be the different merits of regular dividend policy, because it will help creating confidence among the shareholders or the investors in the company. It will stabilize the market value of share, or it will increase the market value of share. It also maintain the goodwill of the organization. It will help in giving regular incomes to the shareholders or the investors. So there are several kinds of benefits and merits of the regular dividend policies. Next, the second one is the stable dividend policy. Under the stable dividend policy, here the payments of certain sum of money is regularly paid to the shareholders. It is further subdivided into the 3 types. One is the constant dividend per share, second is constant payout ratio, that is stable rupee dividend plus extra dividend. As the name suggests, means the constant dividend is to be paid to the shareholders in case we have the sufficient earnings, otherwise the constant payout ratio is to be decided or to be determined by the board of directors. And stable rupee means this will never again in future, so the extra dividend is to be given to the shareholders in this situation, and the merits as well as the same. Third is irregular dividends. The name suggests here the company does not pay regular dividend to the stakeholders due to uncertain earning of the company or due to lack of liquid resources. So these kinds of no dividend, as it explains, the company will not pay any dividend to the stakeholders or the shareholders, because the working capital will not be there with the, or the sufficient earning will not be there with company. Thank you.